In today's episode, we're going to be reacting to some of the craziest and strangest videos I found on TikTok. Let's get into it.
Things you do not want to know unless you genuinely want to be traumatized. I'm not talking about things like how your hot water bottle has an expiry, how many people doctors unalive every single day. However, today is following on from the doctor's theme with some new research that was conducted which will leave you speechless. So, I'm sure you've all heard of organ donation. A lot of people do it after they pass away, or they give a kidney or something to a relative. It's a very commonly acknowledged thing now. I'm pretty sure you have to tick a box if you don't want to donate your organs now. However, what I bet you didn't know is that reportedly, when you have an organ donation, your memories go with it. I know, when I first saw this, I was like, hell nah, not true. Just watch. Research has been conducted on several different people, and this one case that I'm going to talk about is insane. What they're saying is that organs such as the heart or the brain, major organs, they are transferred from one person to another. The memory inside that kind of exists still, because why wouldn't it? After all, the brain, your consciousness is in that, so it makes sense. A 3-year-old girl passed away, and this 9-year-old boy received her heart. Of course, the young boy didn't know anything about the girl, what happened to her. No one did. He just received it because he was in a very bad condition. The story's all over the news at the moment, so I'm sure you can find it if you look it up online. It's all here. But suddenly, after he had this transplant, he was terrified of water. He wouldn't go swimming. He would not go in the pool. He was just completely terrified of it and said he couldn't explain why. Associated water with death. A weird feeling that something had happened with water before, even though it hadn't to him. Nothing at all. Well, it turns out that the 3-year-old girl whose heart he received passed away by drowning in a pool in the backyard. Well, they're looking into this more because reportedly there's been many other cases where people have actually had full-on memories from brain transplants from other people.
Yeah, I definitely personally believe that muscle memory or tissue memory is a thing for sure. I'm sure that organs also contain a form of memory as well. It's really sad to hear that that little girl drowned, but it's also incredible to hear that that boy kind of picked up that fear because of that reason, possibly. It's very interesting stuff.
If you got 99% of your money, you'd still be a multi-billionaire.
No. And
You have $138 billion, and I can do math.
Right. If you get rid of 99%, I'd
Yes.
have 1.3 billion.
I'm so sorry. I wouldn't want anyone to have only $1.3 billion.
That's what Bernie said.
What are we talking? Mark Cuban money here?
You know, one thing that's got to really be upsetting for someone of extreme wealth is they probably always never nonstop hear jokes and reference about how much money they have and or how much money they will always have. That's got to be very tiring, but that's probably a heavy burden worth carrying, you know?
Santa is actually image of Satan. Santa, if you reorganize the letters, what does it spell?
Yo,
It spells Satan, bro.
no, nah.
Alright, what's the color of the devil?
Nah.
The color of the devil is red.
No, bro.
Alright, what is the devil attached to? Greed?
Yeah.
What is Christmas attached to? Having lots of things, having lots of, whether it be toys, whether it be gifts, you want to have a lot of something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Christmas, no doubt was originally the celebration of Christ.
Yeah.
The theory is that the Illuminati wants to separate that idea that Christmas is part of Christ. Cause look at it now. It's all Santa Claus wearing red, Santa Claus giving gifts, this and that, Christmas tree, snowflake, whatever, right?
I enjoy Christmas just like everyone else, and I'm really glad that that gives something kids to look forward to. But I can definitely say it does seem to be very heavily marketed towards greed, that's for sure. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about Christmas? It's a very enjoyable season, but it does market a lot towards selling and consuming.
This is why we are not shooting them motherfuckers down. I think I may have just figured out why we are not shooting down these drones or these UFOs flying all over the country. This is a document from the CIA's website, cia.gov, and what it details is an incident in 1994 where a Siberian military unit shot down a UFO. 5 humanoid creatures came out of this shot down UFO and came at the soldiers, but they came at them in a very special way. It is stated in the testimonies of the 2 soldiers who remained alive that after freeing themselves from the debris, the aliens came together and then merged into a single object that acquired a spherical shape. That object began to buzz and hiss sharply and then became brilliant white. In a few seconds, the spheres grew much brighter and exploded by flaring up with an extremely bright light. At that very instant, 23 soldiers who had watched the phenomenon turned into stone poles. And not just any stone poles, no ma'am, they turned into limestone poles. And let me say this, you can see at the very top of this report right here that the U.S. intelligence obtained a 250-page file on the attack by a UFO on a military unit. And then a CIA representative stated that if the CIA file corresponds to reality, this is an extremely menacing case. The aliens possess such weapons and technology that go beyond all our assumptions.
When it comes to these drones, UFOs, UAPs, I've been thinking a little bit, and I have my own conspiracies, if you will, or my own theories about it. The main theory that I have come up with so far is this. What if there really is alien spaceships out there, UFOs, UAPs, that we cannot actually explain, that the government can't explain, military cannot explain, and they knew that these aliens were coming or these spaceships were coming, and now they're putting their own drones in the sky, actually observing these objects, and they're just saying it's not their drones and it's not foreign entities. But in reality, it's just them observing the actual spacecrafts that they are not aware of whatsoever. That's a pretty interesting theory. And the other theory that's already floating around for certain is that there's some kind of radioactive or some kind of nuclear material that's been lost or stolen, and they're searching for that. And that's probably more or less the case realistically, but it's really surprising that no one has said anything about that other than the company that supposedly lost this material, which I do have a video coming up talking about that here soon. Overall, it's still all really interesting. Let me know in the comments of what you think about the drone, UAP, UFO situation. I have a feeling it's about to come to an end soon. Whether it be good or bad, I don't know, but I feel like in a couple more days, something's gonna take place. We'll see though. Hey, if you haven't done so already and you're enjoying the show, go ahead and give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. For everyone that's currently watching and or subscribed, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being subscribed. I would also like to give a special shout out to all the current members that you see on the screen right now. So for everyone that you see, thank you so much for being a member on the channel. I cannot thank you enough for supporting it that way.
Well, there it is. Confirmation of missing radioactive material in New Jersey. And this is coming straight from the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Don't get too excited yet. Let's check it out. Nuclear Regulatory Commission website. Notification date 12/5/2024. The licensee reported to NJDEP on December 3rd, 2024 that a GE68 pin source that they sent for disposal has been lost in transit on December 2nd, 2024. The source is a Eckert & Ziegler model, whatever, with current approximate activity of 0.267 millicurie, MCI. The shipping container arrived at its destination damaged and empty. The material event contains a less than Cat 3 level of radioactive material. Now the thing that's missing is a GE68 pin source, which is a small cylinder that contains the isotope germanium. And it's used for calibrating like PET or PET scanners. So with all the drone activity and everybody thinking that their drones are looking for some kind of tactical nuke, they're probably not making a tactical nuke out of that.
So that could possibly be what it is. I do not know why they would not just report it. And as far as that date goes, I do think that the drones have been floating around New Jersey a little bit earlier than that. But overall, very good case. It could be what it is. Let me know what you guys think of it. To me, there's a lot to take in this video. Whatever the truck is carrying and all of the chemtrails in the sky.
What in the ever-living fuck is that? Oh my god, that's so scary. What is that? I'm not even tripping. Oh, that's so scary. Oh my god. Like, I'm not tripping, right? What is that? That's in our sky right now. I think this is it. I think this is them aliens.
I'm gonna make my lights a little bit brighter so we can see. What is that? You guys see it in there?
Honestly, dude, the flash is messing with my eyes.
It looks like a
Bro,
face.
you guys see that? Like, there's something in there. I can't tell.
We heard like movement, but,
yeah, but we just can't.
I don't know.
I can't.
Wow. That looks like almost a whole fish hook in there. That kind of reminds me of a time when I was a little kid. My grandma, they took me to Cece's Pizza, and it's like a pizza bar that has like a buffet of pizza. And I was eating a pizza, and I was little. I was really little. And I was eating a pizza, and there was a metal shaving in that pizza, and I ate it. And I ate the other piece, and I'm like, Grandma, this pizza hurts my teeth. And I took out the metal shavings, and there was metal shavings in the pizza. She got so mad at that restaurant. Didn't do anything about it, but I definitely ingested some metal that day. This says this is at Buffalo Wild Wings, so if anyone goes there, might want to be on the lookout.
The next videos are from different witnesses from literally 2 different countries. The first one is from Tennessee. He captures these flashing lights in a shopping complex that are literally just no explanation. And then the next one is out of the UK. He was driving down the road when he pulled over and saw all of the lights going off as if it's something is trying to communicate with us. And this bears in mind the movie Encounters of the Third Kind, where they do use lights and music as communication with humanity. So it makes you wonder, all these flashing lights, is there something to it? Take a look at this and tell me what you think.
To the lights.
I don't really know, bud.
Show to Mom.
I am at shop today.
I think.
Yeah.
That almost does seem like it's a communication of some sort. It's very, very interesting.
Did a plasmoid just take down a drone? Hold on, let me move out of the way. Let me move myself over here. Okay, here's the drone. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. This was on December 14th. Here's the drone here. It's moving pretty fast. Like really, it gets faster and faster as it goes towards the plasmoid, right? And then it kind of stops and it's blinking. And I don't know if that's like a warning, if it's shooting at it, if the plasmoid is making that happen. This person's camera footage is obviously shaky because why would we ever have a clear picture? And then look, it's getting closer and closer and closer. And hold on a second. Look, it kind of looks like it's trying to get closer and then it like backs up and it's trying to get closer. And then it does make it all the way over there in a second, if you'll see, if the person will go back and you'll be able to see. Oh my goodness. Lady. Okay, there it is. It's going like up and around now. And okay, see, look, it's coming down on the plasmoid. And as soon as it hits it, watch this. It's falling out of the sky. It's literally falling out like it was disabled. The whole thing stopped working and it literally fell out of the sky. This is insane, dude. Plus, can we talk about the fact that right before I made this video, I saw a video of someone asking Trump to comment on the drones. And he basically said the government knows what they are. He doesn't know why they won't comment on it. They should just tell people. He also said they know exactly where it came from and where it went. I know what that means. And then he talked about staying out of Bedminster and how he was supposed to go to Bedminster and now he's canceled his plans and he's not going there anymore. I don't know. Look that up. As a closing note, I just want to say that I am excited to have incarnated at this time because man, is this shit entertaining. There's so much entertaining stuff going on right now.
Like I said earlier, maybe aliens are here and the government knows about it and they're sending their drones out there and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a mixture of alien technology and human technology. and they're just not letting us know that it's because of the alien technology. That's why we have so much in the sky. I've never seen this video before, so seeing that drone get close to that one big orb and then it just malfunctions and falls out of the sky, it's kind of interesting.
I need help. I took this video at like 2:30 this morning, and I don't know what to do.
Oh God, something's in the bathroom. There's no way something is not in the bathroom downstairs.
So now it's almost 8 a.m. I'm not positive, but I have to imagine whatever it was is still in there. 1, what the heck could it be? 2, what do I do? Because I am not opening that door.
I mean, it could be a couple of things. If it's not just a hoax and there's just an animal or a person behind the door rattling it, it could very well be air pressure just rattling the door. I know in my warehouse, if I have the bay door closed, the front door open, and one of the French doors ajar a little bit, the wind draft will slam the French doors every single time and it will make them rattle. So it could be air pressure. Let me know in the comments of what you guys think it could be.
Y'all can see me?
Like, what? Excuse me? Like, have y'all seen this lady's video yet? The way my jaw was like the whole entire time. So she goes to this toy store and she has to use the bathroom, and she thought that she could only like see out and that nobody could see in. And apparently the whole entire store is able to see into this bathroom unless you lock the door. And first of all, why? How? There is so much to unpack about this, how wrong this is. What? Apparently, if you don't lock the door, this is what everybody can see.
What?
In a kid's toy store? Like, why? There is something so just, I don't know, sinister about this whole thing. Like, why would they need a see-through anything? It's not even a small window. It's like legit the whole freaking wall that you can see inside of this bathroom. This is what's inside the bathroom. So apparently you have to lock this door so that they cannot see you using the restroom. Can you imagine the amount of people that don't see this, that have to just, they're in a hurry, they got to go in, use the bathroom really quick, or the amount of kids that probably go in there and just can't lock the door? And she even said that this door wasn't just some easy door you can just close and lock. You legit got to like push it a little bit and then lock it. And she had to go so bad that, you know, she didn't even have time to look at that. So she didn't realize until after the fact that they could see in. Like, what the Okay, and here's the thing, okay? Even if you lock this door, this is what you can still see. You can still see the freaking toilet. What? I don't understand why or how or any of that stuff, but y'all gotta go see this video. Oh my God, I'm just like, what do y'all think? I can't even believe this is a real place.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's that is really crazy. I get that if you lock the door, the window fogs and no one should be able to see through it. You shouldn't be able to see out of it, but can we just not have a regular wall up? I mean, that's a little unnecessary. And for the example that this lady used, she really had to use the restroom. So if you really have to go, you might not have that second to just lock the door, you know, and if you got to go, you got to go. And now everyone's going to see you go. It wouldn't just be that one random person that might walk in and see you while you're using the bathroom because you didn't lock it. Now everyone's going to see you using the bathroom because you didn't lock it. Whew, that's scary.
I came across a holiday, and it's the craziest holiday I've ever heard of. This festival is called the Clashel, and it's a 200-year-old festival.
Okay, what is it?
The men on this island, they would go whale hunting for months. And when they came back, they started this festival. The whole point of it is to show the women that the men are back in charge. They dress up in sheepskin and feathered costumes, and then when the sun goes down, the young men, they go and hunt for the women.
Ooh, scary.
And when they catch them, they beat them.
Beat them up?
Yes.
What?
Wait, what?
Why? This is horrible.
To show that they're back in charge.
I know now. I know. Are they voluntarily doing this?
Yes. They catch the women and then they spank them in the buttocks with a cow horn, and that's the festival. They've gotten so much flack,
Yeah.
they banned it. Here's the funny part. The women of this island came together and they protest. They said, it's our tradition.
We need
So
it.
tonight they are...
Some ladies, some German ladies are getting spanked.
That's the crazy.
Hey, let them have their fun. They're enjoying it. It's no harm, right?
Do you guys remember when everybody said there was going to be a war in the sky on December 3rd between UFOs and the military and other UFOs?
It's very true.
I have a thought on that. So obviously today is December 15th and December 3rd has long passed and nothing has happened. But there is all these drones that are showing up on the East Coast and nobody knows who the fuck is manning them or where they came from. Now here's my thought. Stick with me for a second. Before the Gregorian calendar, we were on the Julian calendar. But we switched to the Gregorian calendar in 1582 because the Julian calendar was too long. It was causing a shift in days, one day every 128 years. So if we never switched to the Gregorian calendar and we were still on the Julian calendar, today's date would only be December 2nd. What if tomorrow, December 16th, is actually the December 3rd that's supposed to be the war in the sky?
Very interesting theory. I actually kind of like this one a lot. Let me know in the comments of what you think about this, though.
So the drones are coming from the inside of the ocean.
Babe, look. Babe, look. It's right there. Right there. Right there.
Breaking news. It's now confirmed. The drones originated from our oceans. Last Thursday, a sheriff from Ocean County, New Jersey, reported to state police, the FBI, and the U.S. Coast Guard that she witnessed 50 drones flying from the ocean toward the mainland. The flight path crossed the navigational channel at Island Beach State Park.
Advised after we made contact with that officer that there were 50 that came off the ocean. 50? 50. That was my reaction also. There were 50 that were coming off the ocean.
The sheriff, a sworn officer, is considered a highly credible witness. In response, the Ocean County Sheriff's Office immediately deployed its own industrial-grade drone to track one of the 50 drones reportedly emerging from the sea. However, what happened next was unusual. The mysterious drones emitted no heat signature, unlike typical drones, and quickly evaded pursuit. Later, Coast Guard officials reported that 13 drones, each with an 8-foot wingspan, had tailed one of their vessels. These SUV-sized, unidentified flying objects have been hovering over New Jersey skies since November 18th, causing growing alarm among local residents. Explanations for these drones vary. Some speculate they could be foreign in origin, sent by adversaries. However, last Friday, both the White House and the Pentagon dismissed this theory, stating there was nothing to worry about and suggesting people might be overreacting. Yet, the confirmation that these drones originated from the sea has gone unanswered by the federal government.
Oh my goodness. Called the emergency. They said to call leasing office. Leasing office said they're unavailable.
Jeez. That's horrible. I have lived in a house basically that did the same thing. Now, unfortunately, I was not renting. It is a house that I own. I still actually own it to this day. I had to go through something quite similar to this. It was a very miserable time. Luckily, my new house, much better. I don't have to deal with this. So I feel horrible for whoever has to suffer with this kind of damage or life that they have to live through this, because this is real. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode. As always, if you enjoyed any of the clips that we watched today, links are in the description down below. And with that being said, have a good day.